And I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Cottonwood Planning and Zoning Commission on March 18, 2019 at 6 p.m. in the City Council chambers. Brenda, would you roll call, please?
Sure. Commissioner Hart?
Present.
Commissioner Dowell?
Here.
Commissioner Dowling?
Here.
Commissioner Norwood?
Here.
Commissioner Sherman?
Here.
Vice Chairman Boston?
Here.
And Chairman Williams.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next order of business is, I got ahead of myself here on the wrong page, is the approval of the minutes. Do I have any additions, deletions, corrections to the minutes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept.
I move we approve the minutes of the March 18th, 2019 Planning and Zoning meeting.
Second.
Right. All in favor? Let's do a roll call. I guess we'd better do a roll call, Brenda, just to make sure we don't step on anybody's toes.
Okay. Commissioner Hart?
Aye.
Commissioner Dowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Dowling?
Aye.
Commissioner Norwood?
Aye.
Commissioner Sherman?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Boston?
Abstain, I wasn't here.
Okay. And Chairman Williams.
Aye. Thank you. And I need to correct it. This is the April 15th meeting, not March. Happy tax day, everybody. Hope you got a good refund this year. This is the call to the public. This is the section where if you would like to address the commission on anything that's not on our agenda, you can come forward for 3 minutes. We can't act on it or discuss it, but does anybody have anything they'd like to bring up other than what's on the agenda? Okay. Going forward, old business. We have none at this point. New business. We have, excuse me, on old business, Baron, we do have some pending things from a couple of meetings ago. Have you heard back from?
We are waiting on the applicants to prepare.
right.
Whenever they are ready, we'll
Bring back
them
their,
before you.
so we can get final approval on that particular project. All right. New business. First one is DR 19005, Bacchus Airport hangars. This is design review only for this hangar. It isn't according to Jen, I'm pretty sure you'll agree this is the appropriate use for this property under the current zoning. We're just considering the design review and the materials and construction of this building. Thank you. Proceed.
Okay, thank you, Chairman Williams, members of the commission. This is a short meeting tonight, so I'll talk really slow. As you said, this is design review for one building, which would be divided into two separate commercial airport hangars. And it's located adjacent to the Cottonwood Airport in the I-2 heavy industrial zone. Total building would be about 7,700 square feet, roughly 3,850 square feet per individual side. Be a single-story building. It is on two adjacent parcels, and the dividing line between the two hangar uses would be at the property line. There is no setback required, so that meets the city codes. Four parking spaces are required, and they're showing 4 on the lot. That would be on two spaces on each individual parcel. There's a small picture of this in more of the scan color with the red trim. As I said, would be where the Terabeni Farm project would have, a portion of their project would be there. Looking northwest, I thought this was pretty good. It caught a little airplane as it was flying by. Street view looking to the south, where it dead ends right at this point, and then looking back to the north along the street. So with that, that's all I have. The applicant is here this evening. Should you have any questions for him?
Do you have any questions for Jim?
I was just curious, as of now, they still have no idea who the tenants will be.
What?
As of now, they have no idea who the tenants will be.
Not that that's been, yeah, they are here and they may be able to answer that, but I'm not aware of who the
Okay,
tenants,
all
who
right.
this is.
I don't have any questions, sir. Technical questions for Jim?
It may get shuffled to later, but looking at this elevation here, I noticed that the curbing has been changed, but maybe that's a separate topic and it'll come up later, but because it doesn't really reflect that on that plan that I can tell, but
Because it is rolled curbs.
yes, it's mountable rolled curb, which should be adequate. I don't know if I know we've had issues before with driveways being required when they may not have really been necessary. But,
Yeah, so you can see the rolled curb.
okay.
And that's what is existing at, access.
It may have just been the artistic impression on the elevation may have added that. I just noticed that and thought I'd mention it.
Okay. Mr. Sherman? Okay. Jim, I'm fine.
Okay.
Mr. Backus here tonight with us. Your floor, sir. Come up and tell us some more about it if you want to.
Commissioner and Chairman, this is just another airplane hangar, basically. And as far as I will be using one side and Brent Deal will be using his side. Probably right now just for storage of automobiles, maybe. I know he is. I have an RV, have trailers. We're just gonna use it for storage for a while right now until somebody comes along and wants to put an airplane in it. And when that happens, then they're constructed in such a way that they can be used as airplane hangars, but just depends on when the person comes along and wants an airplane hanger. So, okay?
Fine.
But for now, they're just storage.
Okay. Any other questions, Commissioner?
No?
Yes, sir.
Deja vu, it seems like we've seen this plan somewhere.
They just keep showing up, don't they?
Like a bad penny.
And they're just gonna keep showing up until it's all done. I'm trying to get it finished out there, so we have something that's completed. I'm getting too old, I can't keep doing this.
Right, there you go. Commissioner Dowling, any questions of Mr. Backus?
It would just be, has there been an agreement reached on the sidewalk? As far as, are you having to remove sidewalk?
No,
Okay,
no.
all right.
No, it's all curb and gutter all the way down, and so we can put rolled curb and gutter, so we can put approaches in pretty much anywhere we want. Well, so we have to get around
Gotcha.
utilities and stuff.
The
Yeah.
image there just shows a transition in the sidewalk. So I
Yeah,
just
and there's
making sure.
not. There, yeah.
Okay,
Now-
now
now-
push the middle button.
Now, see the taxi lane is right here, that going
Right.
up and down? Well, what you're gonna, and here's the gate that goes out to the runway. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna come down the taxi lane, you're gonna pull your plane down in here and go in this direction. Rather than be able to go directly into your hangar, you're gonna come down here and then go into your hangar.
So does that maneuver limit the size of the aircraft that would be able to utilize your
What
hangar?
limits the size of the aircraft is a doorway. And these doorways are gonna be about 43 feet. Most of the small planes that we deal with out there, usually, I mean, the biggest wingspan you get is, for most of them, is 36 feet. Okay, there's a couple out there that are 43 feet, which would be a little tight to get into this door. But that's what we do. Basically, this big door opening here is going to limit the size of the planes that can use this hangar. And that's what we have. But as far as the access getting into here, no. We have 60 feet from, actually 65 feet from the edge of the hangar to the edge of the property. So you have, and this is 70 feet here of taxi lane. So you have 70 feet of taxi lane and 60 feet to come down, and then 43 feet to get in the door. So just about any size airplane that we have at this small airport is going to be able to access these hangars.
I have one more question then. Would the smallest aircraft that uses turboprop engines fit into that hangar?
I'm not sure what the smallest airplane is with a turboprop. Actually, Mark Millar has one out there that's a single turboprop. It would fit in there.
Single engine?
Yeah, single engine. Now, another thing that gets you is the tail height. Some of these airplanes have big tail heights, and this is going to have 12-foot, 10-inch doors, openings, so you won't be able to get a plane in there if it's got over a 10-foot, 12-inch tail height. Okay, so you do limit yourself a little bit but it gets a little crazy when you have to build hangars big enough for every plane in the world.
Yeah.
So, and it's a small airport. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to just keep the planes fairly small out there. We don't need any big, huge planes landing out there at our airport. We get enough complaints as it is. So let's keep them as small as we can. And like I say, 95 or 98% of the airplanes that fly at the airport will be able to use these hangars if that's what they want. I know there's one guy that just bought a big one, and I don't know that would fit in there. I think he's got it's a twin turboprop. But we're going to build him a hangar down the way, and it'll be lined up to the taxi lane with two 50-foot doors, so he'll be able to get in that one. So,
Yeah.
but these are a little bit smaller. That's okay.
Okay. Commissioner Sherman, any questions?
I think that,
All right. I
No
think
questions?
it's not for me anyway. I think you've answered it, all we need to know, and we appreciate it very much. And,
Thank you.
the stipulations they're very basic stipulations to the approval. Does that cause you any heartburn? You've seen those?
I don't think so. I think I went through the stipulations from the code review, and there was a couple of them that I had questions on, but I think we resolved it, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, so.
All right, yeah, they're pretty standard
They're
about
pretty
code
standard
review.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty standard.
Time-wise, 1 year, plenty of time to completion of the conditions and get it going? I hope so. All right. We usually try to put a time limit on these.
Yes, yeah. No, I think the year will be fine.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Anybody from the public like to address us on this issue? No? All right. Very good. With that, I'm going to close the floor, and we'll start with Commissioner Dowling. We'll do a little reverse order here. Your comments and...
It really seemed to cover most everything. Obviously, the one question I had about the driveway is null. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good addition to the airport. At least it's not going to be ugly, and it will eventually get used because they always do. So I think it's going to be a good thing.
Commissioner Norwood?
No questions.
Okay.
Comments.
Comment, you okay? Commissioner, any?
Questions?
Okay. Comments, any?
I think it's a nice building, and
All
I think
right.
it'll serve a good purpose.
Okay. Commissioner Hart?
It's in keeping with the general character of the other facilities out there. It's not a glaring contrast. Seems like a fine addition.
Okay. Mr.
I
Dowling?
don't foresee it getting used for storage for very long, but I think it'll probably get snapped up fairly quickly, just based on how fast we're putting people here on the airport.
It's almost like he's done this before. No, I think there's a great track record up there, and I'm interested to see those flying cars that you're storing up there.
Good. With that, I'm same way. I think it's very appropriate use. Design fits right in. That's what we'd expect up there, and it's good to see some more development going on. Keep filling in these lots and bringing more business opportunities to our city. Vice Chairman, we're back.
Sure.
Entertain a motion, sir.
I move that we approve DR 19-005 Bacchus Airport hangars with the following stipulations. One, that the project is developed in conformance with the site plan submitted April 5th, 2019, and two, that the project conforms to Code Review Board comments dated April 3rd, 2019. Three, that the applicant complies with all engineering requirements prior to issuance of any permits. Four, a certificate of zoning compliance documenting the completion of conditions shall be issued by the timeframe specified, which,
Let's do 1 year.
1 year from today's approval.
Okay.
That sound good?
Sounds good. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Dowell seconds the Vice Chairman's motion. Brenda, roll call, please.
Commissioner Hart,
Aye.
Commissioner Dowell,
Aye.
Commissioner Dowling,
Aye.
Commissioner Norwood,
Aye.
and Commissioner Sherman.
Aye.
Vice Chairman Wasden,
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye. Good, unanimously carried. Good luck, Mr. Backus. And look forward to seeing him built out there. All right. Our next order of business is ZO 19004, amendment to section 305B5 code review. Jim, the floor is yours again, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Williams. This text amendment is basically another housekeeping type procedure. Currently, our codes require when somebody is submitting plans, they have to reference the building codes, fire codes specifically. Those codes are constantly changing. They're a moving target. So this text amendment would basically just have the wording in there that requires the applicant to develop their property per the the most recent approved building and fire codes, rather than specifically listing certain years, certain for the different codes. It's just whichever code is the most recent city adopted building or fire code. So you can see listed in there which ones these would affect, and would just simplify everyone's building, fire, and planning, and the applicant when they're submitting the plans.
Okay. Any questions, Commissioner Hart?
When they make when the applicants come in, are they still going to, are they going to refer to verbiage like this? Are they going to still refer to specific codes that they are?
Be referring to the specific codes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Would it be the most recent one, right?
Right, yeah, whichever the most recent.
So they have to
Yes.
put dates and keep changing everything. Commissioner Dowell, any questions?
I have no questions.
Vice Chairman? Mr. Dowling?
No questions here, pretty straightforward.
questions.
Okay, Mr. Chairman? Oh, it sounds like a really good move. Simplify your life and everybody else's, I'm sure, on that. Anybody from the public like to address us on this issue? If not, I'm going to close the floor. Any comments, questions? I think we're pretty well ready to go. Vice Chairman, a motion, please.
I move that we approve for recommendation ZO-19-004 to City Council Amendment to Section 305.B.5 Code Review.
All right, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Mr. Dowling seconds the Vice Chairman's motion. Brenda, roll call, please.
Commissioner Hart,
Aye.
Commissioner Dowell,
Aye.
Commissioner Dowling,
Aye.
Commissioner Norwood,
Aye.
Commissioner Sherman,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Wasden,
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye, carried. Good, onward and upward. All right. Do we have any discussion items tonight? Informational?
Informational, some of the projects you have already approved, you will see the construction is either starting or some of them are
Yeah,
completing.
Starbucks started, yeah.
Yes. And one other thing I would like to announce, and some of you already know probably, in front of the clubhouse, the building here, stone building, in front of it, there's a brick program through the HPC, Historic Preservation Commission, is leading that. If anybody would like to purchase a brick, it is $100 per brick. And you can contact our department, Community Development, or anybody in the city departments. You can purchase a brick in the entryway. So,
Very good.
for the public's information again.
Good. All right. That sounds good. Our city manager is here again with us tonight. I see, maybe you would like to introduce our new community development director? I see who's also in attendance.
Sitting quietly in the corner is Richard Faust, who has been moved over into economic development. So he is, one of his main assignments is working with Barron and her staff and you guys to help the economic development of the community. So he's been attending some meetings with the OTA, the wine consortium, and different groups in the community to see what we can do to move this along. But you'll see him regularly at these meetings, and I'm very excited to have him join the team. So I don't know if he wanted to say anything, but while he's coming up, because he always does, these bricks, just in case you missed it, they're installed already. And the mayor and Councilmember Matthews were out there last Friday installing them. So there's some pictures around on those. So thank you, special thank you to those two for donating their free labor to the community. Richard?
I don't have anything to say.
What? But long-term community member, been with the city for a very long time, lived in Yuma, raised his kids here, so he's a great partner to help us move this forward.
Well, welcome. Although you're not really new, but new guy on the block, but new job title and exciting one, and
it is
a very important one in our town. And
it's definitely a challenge. So as well, so there's a lot going on, which is great. Love to see it, and so hopefully we'll be expecting some additional building facilities in the future. So we'll wait and see how things go.
We like to have items on our agenda and keep busy. And
that's right. That's very
keep
true.
Aaron and staff busy as well.
I come to the first one tonight, and you guys are kind of slow. So.
Yeah, things are a little bit slow, but hopefully we'll pick up some more. We've got a number of projects that are getting ready to start. It'd be nice to see them come out of the ground, some more of them, those major ones. So good luck.
Thank you very much again.
Always happy to have you come and visit with us, and we'll hope we're not too much of an impediment, but
not at all.
We have a job to do, and we do take that very seriously.
All right. Well, thank you very much again.
All right. Thank you, sir.
So, my pleasure.
Good, Richard. Any other from anything? Good? Okay. I'll entertain a motion. Geez, 6:26.
Yeah,
Don't drag it just to get to 6:30.
I did have a few questions. I move that we disband.
We disband.
Adjourn.
A second. I'll second that motion. Adjourn. Thank you all. Appreciate everybody's attendance.